All right, hello everybody. My name is Kate Warda, and for my third and final food presentation, I chose to do lo mein. So some history of lo mein and current issues. Lo mein originated in China and is a Chinese dish which contains wheat, flour, or egg noodles mixed with a variety of vegetables, meat, and or seafood. You can really add whatever you want, but the most common is beef, pork, chicken, shrimp, or tofu. Lo mein got its name from the meaning of stirred noodles, and there are some issues arise with the origin of lo mein, given it is unclear who actually invented the process of mixing water and flour to make the noodles used. Although it is classified as a Chinese dish, given they have been eating lo mein for over 2,000 years. Lo mein is most commonly prepared and served in most Asian and Chinese restaurants. So lo mein is also commonly confused with chow mein, although they are different, in which lo mein noodles are more oily and the dish itself has a larger amount of vegetables and any protein of your choice with a considerable amount of sauce, which is why it's more oily. Whereas chow mein noodles are usually fried, so therefore crunchier, and there's a less amount of this vegetable and protein ratio to the noodles, and it is more dry given it has less sauce used than lo mein. So the nutrients of lo mein, one serving of the lo mein noodles themselves contain 255 calories, 53 grams of carbohydrates, 7.3 grams protein, and 0.8 grams fat, although additional nutrients do come from any of the desired vegetables, meat, or seafood that you add to the dish as well. So some diseases that come with lo mein, given the noodles in lo mein have a very high amount of carbohydrates, and they're also made from white flour, this tends to raise blood sugar levels. They are also cooked with oil and soy sauce, which results in extra fat from the oil and high sodium levels due to the amount of soy sauce used. Another disease that could come with lo mein is if the meat is undercooked in the lo mein, there is a possibility of food poisoning or other foodborne illnesses as well. So freshness and quality of ingredients. To ensure freshness and quality of the ingredients in lo mein, it is important to make sure that if you're making it yourself when buying vegetables and meats and the spices used, just to check the quality and make sure they are not expired or there are no dark spots or rotten spots found on any of the ingredients that you're purchasing. And if you're going to a restaurant to order lo mein, maybe check the ratings and customer reviews on the restaurant just to ensure that it is a reliable restaurant and they're not using any ingredients that could or have caused disease or any other types of food poisoning. So some agriculture of lo mein, there's not too much given. Lo mein is a dish that can be prepared and eaten anytime during the year. Although the best season for vegetables in particular to grow is typically spring or summer, given the weather. So there may be a slight better quality and more availability in the vegetables during these specific seasons. So how lo mein is prepared. So the first step, if you are making lo mein, is just to cook the noodles as you would normally cook noodles by just boiling and draining them. The next step would be to wash, cut, and cook any desired vegetables. You can really use any ones that you want, although the most common ones are broccoli, peppers, mushroom, peas, but like I said, you can use any desired vegetable. Then you can prepare any desired protein, which is most commonly beef, pork, chicken, shrimp, tofu, or really any other as well. So then you're going to want to mix the noodles, vegetables, and protein that you cooked all together. And then you can add lo mein sauce, which the traditional lo mein sauce consists of sesame oil, soy sauce, garlic, ginger, oyster sauce, and a small amount of sugar added as well. But you can really add any preferred sauce to the dish. If you don't like any of these, you can use some hot sauce or really any other sauce. Finally, just as an additional touch, you can add any toppings such as some more sesame seeds or red pepper flakes if you want a little spice, and you can enjoy. So here's an image of the lo mein that I tasted. And I tried vegetable lo mein because I am a vegetarian. So as you can see, it just had the noodles, broccoli, some carrots, and mushrooms as well. Although I'm not a big fan of mushrooms, so I kind of picked around them. And I thought it was actually really good. And it was the perfect ratio of the noodles to the vegetables. As you can see, there was kind of a lot of sauce as it's like formulating at the bottom. And it's more than I would preferred. But other than that, I really enjoyed it. I would definitely recommend this dish, and I think it can be very versatile, obviously, given you can add any protein or vegetables that you like best to the dish, or you can take anything off, and it really is just easy to like fit and acquire every person's taste. So some social and culture comparison that I learned about. So I learned that noodle dishes are a very large part of Chinese culture, and they are almost always served long and uncut as a symbol of a long and prosperous life, which I thought was really cool, and I never knew that. So they're also usually served at all kinds of celebrations, including birthday parties, weddings, all that kind of stuff, and they're even placed on graves for good luck. Even though lo mein is traditionally a Chinese dish, it is one of the most common Chinese foods here in the United States as well. My social and cultural perspectives do not have as strong as a connection to the lo mein as the Chinese do. Although, given it is such a popular dish, I have seen it in numerous restaurants here in the United States and was not completely unfamiliar with the dish before I had tried it. And here are my references. I really hope that you enjoyed learning about lo mein, and I definitely recommend that you would give it a try as well.